Welcome to All Four Downs podcast. This is the NFL picks. And yes, this is all about sports betting. So look, last week we did good. One of us did good. We're going to find out from Hector as of who did who because he don't want to talk to me right now. I want to find out exactly what's going on, okay? And then we're going to go on with our picks for this week. And I can't believe already we're in week 4. Week 4 it is. And nothing lower than what's up to Hector V, man? What's going on?
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing, man. Come on, give me the lowdown, man. What did I do?
Man, you broke even last week. Let's just say
What?
8-8. You broke even.
Oh man, and what's my total win total right now?
So right now, all together, you're 27-21 overall.
Ooh, overall. Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. Those two games that we differentiated last week, I had to take them both.
You had to take them both.
It was embarrassing on your part because you did not even score a touchdown in any of those two games combined. That's how embarrassing it was for you last week.
Damn. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Horrible.
Yeah. Oh man. Let's see. And you know what? I want to say I was winging it, but I didn't do that soul searching or anything like that. But you know what? You know what got my attention?
What was that?
Is those Miami Dolphins, man.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay right now, and it's like, what? We were playing a Madden game or something. I mean, we had an easy level.
I heard that on the radio. A few people were mentioning that. I was like, if I was playing Madden, rookie mode, and then I also heard that the Denver Broncos quit. I don't know what is true or what. Maybe they were, suffering heat exhaustion and stuff because those wide receivers running all over that defense. They weren't prepared. They weren't prepared to what was coming. Okay.
And, all I've been hearing so far this year is that the Arizona Cardinals are tanking. We may have a different story there. I think there's a different team that's trying to tank besides the Cardinals.
For real. And you know what? Talking about the Arizona Cardinals, a lot of people were dissing them because of the fact that Murray is not going. He hasn't been playing, right?
Right.
Okay. But this guy, their backup quarterback, Joshua Dobbs, is playing a lot better than Murray himself.
Yes, I am.
Look, he's got a QBR of 98.1. That's okay. It's not over 100, but it's decent for a guy that just got signed up weeks before the season started.
Yeah.
Right. And he's thrown 2 touchdowns, but he's also rushed, 12 carries for 93 yards. Okay. He scored a touchdown, but he's doing enough to get by. And he got a good cast. You got James Conner at a running back. I think he also played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but now he's with this team, right? They got Michael Wilson, the wide receiver. He's doing a good job. But then you got, what's his name? Kazir White. He is the linebacker, and he's been running the show over there. So for people to say that at the beginning of the season that the Cardinals were going to tank to get Caleb Williams, I don't. Someone is not talking. Someone's not making sense here. Okay. Yeah. And if there's anyone tanking, could it be the Carolina Panthers or could it be the Denver Broncos? Because they're the only 2 teams with 0 losses. 0 wins. Okay.
Well,
0 wins.
Well, we got the Bears we're talking about too, who's maybe trying to tank.
Oh, let's not forget the Chicago Bears, which is another story. I kept saying this before. The Chicago Bears. Remember when they got Justin Fields and everyone was celebrating and everyone was celebrating like they won the Super Bowl. And I kept saying nothing good comes. No quarterback is good enough for the NFL if they're coming from Ohio State. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, my boy Frank Cuesta, what's up, man? Host of Speaking of Real and HHW show. He says maybe the Broncos are tanking.
They got competition. They got competition if they are trying to tank.
No, that's 3 teams with no wins so far.
Well, the
Okay.
Vikings don't have a win either, but I don't think they're tanking.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm surprised that the Vikings hasn't won a game,
I
but
know.
they might win this weekend. Who knows?
Oh,
There's
ooh,
gonna be a lot of
ooh,
turbulence.
ooh.
But the
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins 3-0, scoring 70 points. That's amazing. The Philadelphia Eagles 3-0. Okay. And the San Francisco 49ers 3-0. Three teams so far going through week 4, and they're undefeated. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is, honestly. And then you see how each of those teams have played each week and how they've been getting it done. Yeah, people could talk all this that the Eagles doesn't seem like they're real, but this ain't college. We're not doing style points. You win the game, you win the game.
You
Okay.
play to win the game. Who was
That's
that?
it.
Who was that? Nothing but Herm Edwards, baby, when he was the head coach of the New York Jets. You gotta love it, baby.
And then he got booted.
And then he got booted. He still got booted from Arizona State.
Yeah.
Now, because of him, they can't play any bowl games this year. So,
That's another story for another time, another show.
yeah. And once again, this is All Four Downs, the NFL version. If you missed out on college football, go ahead and, after the show, click on the live portion in the YouTube channel and check out this week's week 5 of the college football picks. Okay, moving on to the first game, which is Thursday night football, very short week. Detroit versus Green Bay. Detroit, man, they looking solid, man. They really are. 2-1. Green Bay got by. Okay, they got by on Sunday, and everyone's on the hype with Jordan Love. He's doing great things. And hey, man, I'm not disrespecting him. I'm not. I'm glad that they handling business over there. Okay, but you can't just go over there and barely make it. Okay, this ain't the Vikings and the Giants of last year. Okay, but mad respect, Jordan Love already has 7 touchdown passes. He's already thrown 655 yards. But Goff is doing an amazing things, right? He's already thrown 819 yards. Being that it's a short week, and I gotta love the Lions defense, I'm taking Detroit Lions to win at Green Bay.
Yes, sir. I agree. I got Detroit winning this game. Look, Dan Campbell, he's 3-1 against the Packers. Okay. So and I like Detroit, run game. Okay, Montgomery and Gibbs. I think that's a two-headed monster there that's going to give Green Bay's defense a problem. I mean, Green Bay's rush defense is almost last in the league. So I think, if they do what they have to do at Lambeau Field, run that ball pretty hard, it's going to be a long night for the Green Bay Packers. So I got the Lions.
All right. Now this game is going to be in Wembley. I think that
Yeah.
is in London. Yes, London.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool that we get to see a game there early in the morning. As soon as you wake up, turn on to your television and watch the Falcons and the Jaguars go at it. This is going to be an entertainment. Listen, the Atlanta Falcons got the running game. They're looking solid. They're doing a good thing. They're missing Patterson, but that's okay. They also lost Troy Anderson. He's on the IR. But when I'm looking at these stats, the Jacksonville Jaguars do stop the running game. They just have problems in the air. And can a lot of Falcons do that? All right, can they stop them? Right now, I was leaning to the Atlanta Falcons, but I'm going to have to scratch myself on this one. I'm going to pick the Jags to win in London.
Yeah, I got Jacksonville too. I think they come back, after last week. To me, Trevor Lawrence, he has a pass attack here that's going to help him out, get this win. This is technically a home game for the Jaguars. I know a lot of Falcon fans will be on board, NFL fans, period, but I'm going to go with the quote unquote home team here. I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this game.
All right. The Miami versus Buffalo. A lot of people are going to be tuning into this game. And yes, I know Miami has scored 70 points. They had an opportunity to break the record and then eased off the brakes at the very end. But as far as Buffalo, they suffered, they're 2-1. They're bouncing back. They look like the team that they are. I think this is going to be a high scoring game on both sides, but it's very hard to pick because of what happened against Denver. And if it's me, I'm picking Buffalo.
Wow. Yeah. See, I'm picking Buffalo in this game. I think what happened last week with Miami was just a joke. You know, they did what they wanted to do, how they wanted to do it, wherever they wanted to do it with, whoever they wanted to do it with. Okay, Josh Allen has only taken 2 sacks so far in the last 2 weeks. That tells me his offensive line is protecting him. He just needs to watch out where he throws that ball. Okay, I think Buffalo's defense matches up perfectly well with Miami's offense, but see, Miami's offense to me is first in the league right now because of what they did against Denver. Okay,
Right.
but now they're going up against a stout defense in Buffalo. We're going to see if their passing game, if Tua can throw that ball against a pass defense that's pretty stingy. So I say I'm going to give Buffalo the edge here at home to beat Miami.
Whatever they got to do, they better put pressure on Tua because he's looking too comfortable behind his offensive line.
Yeah.
All right, Denver versus Chicago. Before the show, I told you, and I asked you, can you please skip this game? Can you please skip this game?
I was
and
looking
you were
for
like, nah, man.
Well, I was looking for my coin to flip because Lord have mercy.
Oh, that no. I know. And then like the stats is all ridiculous because of the fact that Denver lost to Miami. So I'm letting you start. Go ahead. You pick.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. I'm picking Denver. To me, Russell Wilson can protect that ball better. He doesn't turn it over as much as Justin Fields does. Okay, so and I give the experience towards Russell Wilson here. I know he's not the same Russell that we known, but that was the Seattle time. This time, I think they're going to go into Chicago and squeak out an ugly win. I don't know, 13-10, 17-15 game or something weird like that. You know, we're not going to see a clean game from either side of the ball here. To me, it's going to be which quarterback can protect this ball, which quarterback can deliver on point, under pressure, and I think Russell Wilson is just a little bit better than Chicago. I know Justin Fields at home for this game, but I'm going with the ugly Broncos on this one to pick up their first win of the season. Sure.
Wow. I nothing good comes from Ohio State. I said that before, and I can't give in. If you want to celebrate Justin Fields, look at the pride that you have, and losing to Kansas City Chiefs 41-10. Who has more to gain and lose? Broncos, because they're going to be on the hot seat. And if the Broncos were to lose, I don't think Russell Wilson be the starting quarterback, man. So I got to take the Broncos on this one. The game should be at least 35-17, the final score.
No, so you think it's going to be a pretty blowout then?
There's nothing good in Chicago. What was there to like really talk about, really, honestly?
No, I hear you. I understand.
Yeah. The Browns and the Ravens. This is interesting here. Okay. Very interesting. I even asked, what happened to Odell Beckham? All that hype. Is he still sidelined trying to nurse his injury and trying to get back? Or what's going on?
I'm just glad he's out of the. I'm just glad it's quiet. I don't have to hear nothing crazy about him. Mm-hmm. You know, it seems like anywhere he goes, there's always controversy following him somewhere. So I'm just glad it's kind of quiet. So we don't have to deal with that.
All right. So the Browns and the Ravens. This is at Baltimore. The Browns, they looking pretty good. They got a solid run defense. They only giving up an average of 52 yards compared to the Ravens 92 yards. But there's something about Lamar Jackson when you're paying him so much money, okay? So much money. There's no excuse why you're losing to the Colts 22-19. None whatsoever. You were fighting off season just to get paid. You get paid and you're not even producing. And there are times that he's hesitant whether or not he's going to rush or not. Like he's trying to be more of a pocket passer. Play your game. Mm-hmm. Play your game. So I don't trust the Ravens. I'm taking the Browns to beat the Ravens.
And it's crazy because Lamar Jackson is 6-1 against the Browns as a starting quarterback, and that one loss is because he left with an ankle injury. Had he not, he would have been undefeated against the Browns. But we're talking about a Browns defense right now that ranks almost in the top 5 in passing and rushing overall. And so the Browns proved me wrong last week in the sense that they didn't need Nick Chubbs. It didn't hurt them. It's not going to hurt them in the long run. So I see the Browns winning this game at home against the Baltimore Ravens. So yes, I'm not. To me, I'm not a big Deshaun Watson fan, but I think he'll get this done. So
Mm.
the
You're
Browns
not a
at home.
fan.
I'm not
You're
a
not
fan
a
of.
fan.
Not a fan, but I got him to win though.
All right. Okay. All right. The Bengals and the Titans. Now I know Joe Burrow is still suffering an injury. I think it's
Yeah.
a calf injury, right?
Mm-hmm.
They play all right to get their first win. Okay, they did beat the Rams 19-16. On the other side, the Titans, they couldn't score. They only kicked the field goal against the Browns, and I got a feeling it's going to be the same result. They might squeeze in a touchdown and 2 field goals, but I'm taking the Bengals for the win.
Well, we agree again because Joe Burrow 3-0 against the Titans. I mean, so far he's averaging about almost 290 yards a game this year. I mean, well, against the Titans in those games. So I think he's going to continue having this success, just like the Browns is his Achilles heel. Well, he's Superman against the Tennessee Titans here. So yeah, he's nursing an injury, but I don't see him having to do too much to aggravate that. Give me the Bengals to beat them.
All right, we got the Rams at the Colts. And the Colts, I think they got lucky, man. I really do. They got lucky. But now you're going against a team that's hungry to chase the 49ers. Okay. The Rams got a better defense than the Colts. The only question is the Rams can't really run the ball, and they're gonna
Right.
be they're gonna be relying on Stafford. And can Stafford stay away from interceptions? If Stafford turns over the ball, expect the coach to win. But then they also have the quarterback Minshew, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that might continue to play. Anthony Richardson is listed as questionable. Even if Anthony Richardson plays, that's not a guarantee that they're going to win. He's still a rookie. I don't see him as a top quarterback. They got by with Baltimore. They shouldn't have. They did beat Houston. They're on a 2-game winning streak, but the Rams are going to come back. They're going to take care of business. Rams over the Colts.
Look, I got the Rams too because I don't see the Colts line protecting Minshew like last week. I mean, he took 5 sacks in that game, even though they won the game, but I don't see that happening again. If Aaron Donald does what he does best and with his supporting cast, they're going to get to Minshew. They're going to put him back on his back again for maybe another 5 times, but this time it's going to be different. They're not going to win this game. They're going to lose at home. Give me the Rams.
All right, now we're talking about the Bucks and the Saints, and the Saints are going to be without Derek Carr, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
They listed him as questionable. It was, if I'm not mistaken, a shoulder injury, right?
Yes.
So we don't know yet. Anything possibly could happen, but we do know Mayfield's going to be there. Okay. And I know, yes, Tampa Bay lost 25-11 to Philadelphia. That's not bad, honestly. That's not a bad loss. On the other side, the Saints, their kicker lost it for the team. They had an opportunity to win. They could have gave Green Bay the loss. Instead, they suffered the loss. Both these teams are 2-1. Who has an advantage? I'm gonna tell you what. I have to pick them. I didn't want to, but I'm gonna have to rely on the Bucks to win.
Okay. I respect that. I'm going with the Saints.
I don't trust. I don't trust them.
I
See,
don't care. I don't care if Derek Carr's not playing. If they got Jameis Winston, who cares?
Jameis Winston. There you go.
Okay.
I don't trust him.
I like the Saints defense. They rank in the top 10. I think they shut down Baker Mayfield's and that offense and keep this game close for Jameis Winston to do what he has to do to win this game. It's going to be a tight game. It's a divisional game. New Orleans, give me the Saints at home to beat the Buccaneers.
All right. The Eagles versus the Commanders. This is a rivalry game. And I know a lot of people are going to look at stats and everything else. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Sam Howell. This guy does not have it. He doesn't have it. Okay. And this,
I could have told you that last week, but I don't know what you saw in him to think that you was going to be Buffalo.
well, because I wasn't looking at him. I was looking at the defense. Okay. But when that offense can't stay on the field, they can't help that defense. And don't get me wrong, the Washington Commanders got a solid defense that could go all the way. But when you don't have an offense that will carry you over, it's just not going to happen. Okay.
No.
And in fact, look, they're giving up too many yards on the run game. Look at the Eagles. Their Eagles' run defense is solid. Okay.
Yes.
They are solid. And if Robinson's going to try to rush through that, I don't think so. And the speed that the Eagles have, Jalen Hurts, you got Swift, AJ Brown,
Mhm.
and a lot more. Okay. I just don't think they have enough. And that's why I'm taking at home. Philadelphia Eagles take care of business.
Yeah, you said it. You took the words out of my mouth. There's nothing more I can say. Eagles win this game. It will be close. I mean, it's a division game. They know each other pretty well. But at the end of the day, you're right. Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift, and we're not talking about Taylor Swift. They'll get it done.
We'll talk about her later. Don't worry.
They're gonna get it done. Give me the
The
Eagles.
Vikings versus the Panthers. All right, man. The Vikings. Come on, man. Come on. I know you're not tanking by purpose. I know you guys are playing for real. I mean, look
Yeah.
at the score. They lose 28-24 to the Chargers, which they should have won. Okay. The head coach of the Chargers was allowing the Vikings to win. Okay. How you go for fourth down on your side of the field, closer to almost the 20-yard line. I'm sorry. How you do that and not be able to, in the red zone, to score a touchdown to win the game. Okay. Something is off there. On the other side of Panthers, look, man, I got it. Losing to Atlanta, New Orleans, Seattle. I don't think they're tanking either. All right. I know they're not. But look, I mean, they losing close games. Okay. It's not even a blowout. Yeah, they lost 10 points against Seattle. On the other side, Vikings lose by 4. They lost by a touchdown the week before. So, like, all these losses are so close. And yet here we are. I almost want me to say that they both are going to finish in a tie, I guess.
Oh my God, please. No, I just think, because look, Kirk Cousins ranks third in the NFL in passer rating, and yet he's 0-3. So to me, it's not all his fault. If anything, it's not his fault. I mean, the Vikings are just not doing what they need to do to help him. But
Yeah.
I think they go to Carolina, they regroup, and they win this game. Kirk Cousins wins his first game and keep Carolina winless. So give me the Vikings.
Oh, man. I'm going to take the Vikings. I will. They have the more total yardage than the Panthers. Both these teams are going to throw the ball. Neither of these teams has a running game.
Right.
And this is a hard one, man. And we're agreeing too much.
I know, but it just seems to be.
It seems to
everything seems to make sense for some reason.
And that's the point. It's not going to make sense next week because look at the Cowboys. They lost. They lost to a scrub. You see, that's why it don't make no sense. And I'm afraid to change my pick because we're almost on the same page.
Yeah,
but they got Dalton as a quarterback. I don't trust them. Cousins. Yeah, they got Jefferson. And the thing is, Jefferson did suffer an injury towards the end. I want to know if he's still like 100% ready to go this weekend. So, and then Carolina has Thielen as a wide receiver. I don't know. There's a lot of talent on both sides. Carolina has a slightly better running game. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, I think somebody's going to win their first game. I don't think this is going to end in a tie. And if it does,
I'll take Vikings. I take Vikings. Let's move on to the next before I change my mind. The Steelers and the Texans. I'm not wasting my time in this pick. I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah, I like the Steelers too.
All right, bet. Moving on to the Raiders and the Chargers. This one's going to be pretty interesting.
It is going to be interesting. Yeah, division
Is,
rival.
is Garoppolo going to play? He is listed questionable for a concussion protocol, right?
Yeah, he is. And
So,
even if he does play, he still struggles with those interceptions. So,
mm,
they're outside of Devontae Adams, the Raiders just struggle on offense every possible way you can think of here. And yes, the Chargers won their first game, but I think
mhm.
they still the better team here than the Raiders. I mean,
the
the
Ch-
Raiders
I,
showed it. The Raiders
I'll
showed
pick
it
the
last week.
Chargers. I really do. But is that coach going to be risky enough to go? And the thing is, he's coaching by analytics. He
Yeah.
confessed. He's analytics said to do it. Get out of here. So analytics tell you do it, and it doesn't go. Then what happens? Who you blame? The head coach. And I'm
Yep.
telling you what, I think both these coaches are on a hot seat.
More the
Both the
Chargers.
coaches, huh?
More the Chargers.
If the Chargers don't make it to the playoffs, he's fired. And for the Raiders, he's already fired. They started 1-2. I mean, come on, they got Garoppolo for a reason.
Yeah.
He was under the head coach as offensive coordinator for the Patriots. You mean to tell me you can't click? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I'm just saying. Just saying. The Cowboys and the Patriots. I love this. Go ahead. Make your pick.
I'm going with the Cowboys at home. Look, it last week to me was just one of those things that just the Cowboys were brought back down to earth. Okay, it's just they brought back down to reality. Okay, and the Patriots, they winning their game. Hoorah! It was the Jets. Blah blah blah. The Patriots are averaging at about 17 points a game. That's not going to get it done against a Cowboy team, especially the defense of the Cowboys. Okay, scratch the Cardinals. This team is still potent. That defense is still, tight. They're going to get this done at home. They're going to make a statement against the Patriots for what happened to them last week. The Cowboys lead the NFL in +6 turnover differential. This is not looking good for to the Patriots, in my opinion. Come Sunday.
The Patriots run defense is a lot better than the Cowboys defense. The Cowboys could defend the ball better in the air. The Cowboys have a better running game, but Dak Prescott, if he minimizes himself and not throw over 30 attempts, the Cowboys will win. But if they rely on him to do everything, they're going to fall. I hate to do this, but I'm actually going to go for the Patriots on this game.
All right.
I'm going all the way.
Look, if the Patriots do win this game, Cowboy Nation better start worrying about something because after the dismantling of the New York teams,
what's his name? They got the backup quarterback from the 49ers. What's his name? Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Well, obviously, San Francisco is doing something right.
Yeah, because they're winning, right? They got the Mr. Irrelevant over there making it happen. Cardinals versus the 49ers, which is our next pick. I'm taking the 49ers. Mad props to the Cardinals for what they're doing, but they're just not in that level with the 49ers.
No, that point spread is almost a college football point spread. This is just an embarrassment. A Cardinals going to get clipped back down to reality. 49ers continue their powerful ways right now. I mean, there's nothing more to say about that until they run into somebody worth playing.
But I know what you're saying. Okay, I got it. And the reason why I'm telling you is because, Purdy is doing an awesome job. He's listening. He's executing. You got McCaffrey, Deebo Samuels, and then we're not even went to the defense yet to talk about it, right? But I don't think people understand who is Dobbs. I don't think they know who he is. And I think that the game plan that they're doing is going to surprise them. Okay. Right. But I still think that the 49ers will at the very end, they're going to win. And look at the last two games. When they played the Giants, they choked in the second half. The Giants won. They could have choked against the Cowboys, but they made it in the momentum to carry on, and they actually won the game. I'm just saying. They were winning big. The Cowboys were catching up, and then the Cardinals kept running away from it. Not saying that it's going to happen in this game, but anything can happen at any given Sunday. You
If
know
the
what I mean?
if the Cardinals pull out the win here and beating Dallas and San Francisco on back-to-back weeks, then the Cardinals are for real. I'm just telling you that right now.
They got a new head coach, remember? All right, the Jets and the Chiefs. Woo-hoo-hoo. They went ahead and signed a former New England Patriot quarterback, a former he's been, I think his name is Samion. So
Trevor
they picked
Siemian,
him up.
yeah,
Yeah,
Trevor
and
Siemian, yeah.
that just tells you what type of quarterback they got. And it's not Aaron Rodgers, baby. But that was a bad investment for what they did in their draft pick. Okay. But the Chiefs are going to win this game.
Yeah. I mean, what else can you say? There's no Aaron Rodgers, so I'm sorry. Trevor Siemian, Zach Wilson, you're not going to get it done at home against
Zach
the Chiefs.
Wilson should just buy him out and get him out of the team because even the fans, look, they even showed this guy yelling and almost lost his dentures. Okay. That's embarrassing. The guy was yelling and all of a sudden his teeth was about to pop out. That's how angry that guy was.
Zach Wilson it's best to sit on the bench, eat popcorn, and look up at the top to see if Taylor Swift's around.
Oh, that's been the biggest story than any other games there is. Taylor Swift ended up buying everyone's food at a restaurant. Okay, so they could get the hell out and have a private dinner with Travis Kelce.
If I was
That
the
should
dog,
just happen.
it's just crazy how she just overshadowed the NFL this week.
Crushed it. And you know who else overshadowed? They showed her, and then they made an announcement this week that Usher will be the singer, the halftime show. Usher
Yeah.
will do the halftime show. So I'm excited for that too. I really am. All right. Monday Night Football, the Seattle Seahawks versus the New York Giants. New York, Nueva York, Gigantes. It's primetime television, and it's never good for the Giants to be prime time. All eyes are on them. And they struggle against the Seahawks, man. But I'm still picking the Giants.
Well,
I'm a represent.
I'm not mad at you, but I'm going with the Seahawks here.
Yeah, I'm gonna win this week. I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna be like, "What up?" I'm gonna tell you. No,
this might be the only game you win against me.
There you go. There you go.
Look, the Giants' offense is the only thing that's going to keep them at bay in this game against the Seahawks defense. Okay, because it almost mirrors each other. Now, I don't see Daniel Jones running this ball against the Seahawks defense. He's going to have to throw this ball, okay, because the Seahawks defense is going to swallow the run game of the Giants. They may not be able to contain that passing game, okay, so that might give Daniel Jones the chance that he needs to try to squeak out maybe a 1-point win, if anything, okay, but I just don't think that the Giants, like you said, prime time, are going to do anything. They just have bad luck.
This might be the lowest rating in football history between these two teams because neither one of them, look, the Giants can't run the ball.
Right.
Okay. But the Seahawks defense could stop them in a heartbeat. I could see a lot of 3-and-outs in this game.
I think it's going to be the Seahawks run,
but the thing is,
versus
Seattle got a lot of people in injury.
Yeah,
Jamal Adams for their safety, Charles Cross, their offensive tackle, that could weaken up that offensive line. But you know, Geno Smith, he's a mobile quarterback. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Jones is too.
Yeah. Until he loses balance, he might just fall again by himself trying to go for a touchdown.
Yeah, he'll be wide open.
But you got Walker and Metcalf that could do a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah. The thing is, you know what I'm afraid of? It's not only afraid, but I just got a feeling that the Giants, their offense, like it doesn't have a jive. It doesn't have a groove, you know, and it's not like that. Sometimes you can see them execute and then all of a sudden they just fall short. I think they do it to themselves. You know, it's like sometimes it's not even clicking. And then again, is it the talent? Is that what they're lacking of? Because again, I think and I hate to say this, but I think that the Giants made the wrong investment on Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. I really do. I think they should have just moved away, make a trade, and then get somebody in the draft because the next 2 years in the draft, there's a lot of talent coming up in the NFL.
I disagree on one part. I don't think they made a mistake with Daniel Jones. With Saquon, I do. Okay. And I hear a lot of people tell me, well, you need Saquon. No, we don't. You can always get a running back. Okay. But a quarterback is somebody you just don't just pick up and then dump. You got to invest in them. And I think I see something in Daniel Jones. Nobody even believed that Eli could be the man. And look what he did. Yeah, he could be dumbfounded, look retarded on that field, but he found a way of winning. He had that chemistry on know how to win. Daniel Jones needs the right leadership, and he's got that now. Okay, with
Yeah, but
Dayball, he will
he
get
don't
there.
got the wide receivers. That
He
offensive line, I don't know what is up with the offensive line.
That's
Sometimes
the problem.
he doesn't get time. But you know how many years I have to hear with the offensive line, the offensive line.
It is.
Get it fixed. What are
Yeah, I
we
know.
doing?
You're
What are we
absolutely
doing
right.
in preseason and that they can't get in shape and handle their business? That's
You're
what
right.
that's what's dumbfounding about it.
I think we got the wide receivers. The wide receivers to me is not the problem. We have wide receivers. We have a tight end. We don't have an O line. We need to get that fixed. Daniel
Mhm.
Jones need that protection in the pocket and stop running all over the place. He's going to always lead that team in rushing because the O line is not protecting him. Okay, and the wide receivers, yeah, they're not Pro Bowl material, but they're enough to win a game. Okay, we just got to. Uh, it's frustrating. It is frustrating. We taking a step
Mhm.
back from last year when we should be taking a
Well,
step forward.
it's still week 3. I'm sorry, week 4. Excuse me. Still week 4. They're still playing a game. There's 17 weeks. But this is where it starts.
Yeah.
This is where it starts. Teams that win this weekend have a better shot making it all the way. So we'll see. There's a total of 16 games.
Yes.
Soon we're gonna have bye weeks. So I gotta let's take it easy on that one. I'm not ready for a panic mode, but damn, like they gotta do something.
Yeah.
They gotta do something quick. And yeah, there was a short week. They played the Eagles, but we already know. Everybody knows the Giants don't have what it takes to beat the Eagles this year.
No. We don't.
No. But hey, that's our NFL picks. What is your picks going? What are your picks? Do you agree with us? Which one of us is going to win? Or can you outsmart us and defeat us? So again, props to what is that? 6-4 head to head.
Yes, that's my record head to head against you. Yes, sir.
Oh, now we're doing those. Okay. All right. Fair
Mhm.
enough. Hmm.
Mm. Mm.
Hmm. All right. Our difference makers right there. I go solid 8-8. That's good. That's good. I'm
Mm.
going 13 wins on this one.
Hey, you didn't go under 500, so
Yeah, absolutely.
uh,
Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. And thank you for supporting all 4 downs.